The concept of identity is a complex one, shaped by individual characteristics, family dynamics, historical factors, and social and political contexts.
Identity to me is what sets me apart from someone else. Essentially, I am a separate person than from someone standing next to me. I'm who I am and who I choose to be.
Integrating one's past, present, and future into a cohesive, unified sense of self is a complex task that begins in adolescence and continues for a lifetime.
Identity to me are things that I associate myself with. Like, I'm Spanish and I really enjoy Spanish food. Although this is a stereotype, it happens to be true. Also, to me, identity is a way and set characteristics on how I should live as well as how people perceive me.
A few years ago, in order to make this video for my artwork, I shaved off all my hair so that I could grow it back as my father had it when he first emigrated from India to the UK in the 1960s.
When we think about identity, we may focus on external markers or physical characteristics. However, it's also important to understand that our identities are comprised of ideas, ideologies, and ways of seeing the world around us.
He had a side parting and a neat mustache. At first, it was going very well. I even started to get discounts in Indian shops. But then very quickly, I started to underestimate my mustache growing ability and it got way too big. It didn't look Indian anymore. Instead, people from across the road, they would shout things like, Arriba, arriba, andale, andale. Actually, I don't know why I'm even talking like this. My dad doesn't even have an Indian accent anymore. He talks like this now.
Our identities, therefore, are socially constructed, and the way we were born is only part of who we are.
Identity affects me in the sense that because of the way I look, I get treated differently than someone who was to look a different way. Knowing this, I tailor certain things in my life to make sure that equal opportunity for everyone.
Personal identity is a tricky subject. It's something that everyone must find and understand before they can successfully traverse through life. Everyone has their own story on their identity and what makes them them. That's what makes us unique as individuals. However, sometimes our identity is challenged by social norms or stigmas that is brought upon by stereotypes challenging us as individuals. Hopefully, this short film provided you with an understanding of what identity is, where it comes from, and how people view their identity, and ultimately, what identity means to you.